Dear Sherry, are cannabis isolates and cannabis distillates the same thing? And if they're not, what is the difference? That's a great question. Well, they're similar, but they are not exactly the same. Before I get to the longer answer, though, I just want to remind everyone, hit that YouTube subscribe button and notification bell because I try to upload new videos every Wednesday. And hit the like button, too, if you get value out of these videos. So the question was, are isolates and distillates the same thing? No, they're not exactly the same, but they are similar. They're both specialized forms of cannabis concentrates. And it's said that distillates are the future of cannabis. Why? Because the exact same results can be duplicated batch after batch after batch after batch. So they're very, very consistent. Both isolates and distillates are made using very expensive and sophisticated lab equipment, and they're created by extraction artists. And what happens is, in the process of making them, without getting too overly scientific and wonky in this video, basically all the elements of cannabis are separated out. So each cannabinoid and each terpene would be separated out. The process also removes any waxes or contaminants, so it's a very pure concentrate. So once those are all separated out, the extraction artist can then add them back in the ratios that they want, which is why you can get a consistent product batch after batch after batch. So, for instance, if he wants a certain level of THC and a certain level of CBD and various terpenes, it can all be exactly added in back in the amounts that the extraction artist wants to produce. So that basically is distillates. Now, isolates are very similar, except that they isolate out only one component, and that's usually THC or CBD. So an isolate just has that. It's a very pure form of a concentrate, sometimes as much as 99% pure, so it's very, very pure. Personally, I favor cooking with whole plant extracts, but that's just me. But that said, when it comes to cannabis cooking, isolates and distillates do have some advantages. In fact, a lot of commercial edibles makers will use them because if the extraction artist does not put the terpenes back in, they're flavorless, meaning you can get potency without that weedy flavor that most of us are trying to get rid of. Now, definitely some distillates do have terpenes added back in, but you can also get them without any terpenes, and that would make a great way to cook without the flavor of cannabis. They're also handy when you really want to make a very potent edible because you can add a lot of potency very quickly with these concentrates. And I think I had one more advantage, and what was it? Looking at my notes, oh yes, they make calculating the dosage very simple if you're cooking with isolates or distillates. So they're similar but different. Hope this answers your question. Eat your weed.